Hey, so just a quick video to talk through how to get this set up correctly. So the first thing I notice is that this is the block that's actually being hidden from our participants, that you actually have this pre-populating, I believe, and the reservation number here as well. Clicking into your survey flow, your participants, you're saying, are basically not actually meeting the criteria for this branch, that are being skipped by it, so they don't see this, but therefore they haven't actually answered the questions. Even though you're pre-populating them, it's not actually within the flow for this participant, so they're not even getting to this block in order for those to pre-populate with answers. So therefore these will not actually be recorded in your data. Like I say, when you're going into a report, you're using an embedded data probably field for filter and seeing, but that's actually pulling directly from the panel members themselves. The other thing I notice in here is that your embedded data is actually up the very top of your survey, and this is trying to pull from questions that are answered down here. So what's happening is your participants are coming into the survey flow, they're getting hit with this straight away, but they haven't actually answered these questions yet, so therefore these are not actually populating with any answers, so these are actually coming out blank. And when I export your data and have a look, let's bring this over, I can see that basically all of these embedded data are actually pulling in blank, as well as the first two questions as well, because none of these are being assigned value, and then these ones are not actually being shown to my participants either, so you can see these are actually all pulling in blank at the moment. So to fix this, the first thing to do would be to move this embedded data. Just click on move and drag this down below the block of questions that these are being based off of. That will make sure that when you come to your data and have a look at your data, these will actually be populated with the selected choices and the text entry values from these questions here. The second thing then is for these questions right here. So it's up to you to decide which way you want to tackle this. So the first thing would be to remove these altogether, because they're not really necessary if you're not actually going to show them to your participants, and therefore they're not actually going to get assigned a value. So what you could do instead is in your email trigger, it wouldn't be possible to pull it into the response report, but in the actual email body here, you could use pipe text to pipe in the values of interest. So you're interested in, for example, the family vacation package they've chosen. So if this is pulling from a panel, I'm not sure how exactly you are doing this. I'm assuming it's pulling maybe from a panel embedded data perhaps. Then what you could do is in your email trigger, you could just pipe in that value directly. So I would just put an embedded data in my survey flow called vacation package. That would pull directly from my panel. I wouldn't even need to fill in a value. And then what I could do is use the pipe text menu to fill in package type in here, and that will get put in there. And then in the email body, you'll have your response report with all of the answer choices, but then you'll actually also have these values piped in above, so you're actually including those in the email for everyone to see. So I'm not going to save that. That's just one option. The other option then is to actually show this to your participants. I'm not quite sure which participants do see this, because I know there is conditions on it, so some people may see this. So maybe you want to leave that the way it is. The pipe text would be another way around this. I think I might need a little bit more clarification on exactly how you're sending this out and where these values are actually pulling from, how you're actually finding what vacation package and reservation number. Then I can talk through kind of steps on how to include that. But the first thing to do, like I say, would be just to fix this up. Move this down here. If you are pulling embedded data from your panel, just let me know and I'll be able to tell you how to set that up so that it pulls in automatically without you having to do these questions right here. And if you are not doing it that way, if you are actually relying on answer choices from here, just tell me which people actually see these questions. And then maybe we can think of setting up a timing question that auto advances our participants past this, but shows it so that it actually pulls in. So just let me know a little bit more information about your project and I'll be able to help you out.